Good up.
This is Channel 253.
On this episode of the Grit and Grain Podcast.
How long does the line cleaner remain in each line?
Oh, yeah, we don't get in the lines.
Yeah, it's a tight squeeze, but we're...
I mean...
It's a tight squeeze.
Exactly what it said.
Channel 253 is member supported. I'm producer Doug Mackey, and I hope you will show your support by going to channel253.com/membership and join. Thank you.
Welcome to the Grit and Grain Podcast, where we explore and celebrate the craft beer industry, community, and history in Tacoma, Washington, and surrounding Pacific Northwest areas. Thank you so much for hanging out. Let's get to it.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Grit and Grain Podcast, coming to you guys from Peaks and Pints in Tacoma, Washington. My name is Matt McLaren. I'm here, of course, with Ron Swarner.
Hello.
How's it going, Ron?
I'm ready to do some lines today.
Woo!
Oh, Jesus. That's not what we're doing. Thanks, Phaedra. Brought your mirror and everything. All right. Fuck. Bethany, how's it going?
Hello! I am great.
Phaedra turned that up right before you did that.
I know.
Righties, howdy, lefty, Lucy. Thank you guys for hanging out. Of course, if you're free on Wednesdays, most Wednesdays now, you can come and hang out at Peaks and Pints and hang out live, and it's fun, and you can have a beer and talk to our guests live, and it's a lot of fun, and we like having people here.
We should be honest. We're projected to be every other Wednesday.
That is true. It'll be every other Wednesday, but we're probably, I think, what we'll end up doing is just posting up on social media when we'll actually be here recording, so you guys can come and hang out.
Twice as much joy, though.
That is true. Mm-hmm. And we have some cool ones coming up. I'll have to send you guys some of the confirmed schedules that I have down. As always, if you have not yet, please do like and follow and share and all that stuff. Helps us out a ton, and we really, really appreciate it. Takes just a second, and be surprised how much it actually impacts how many people actually see the podcast, which we're trying to get more eyes and ears on it this year. Sweet.
What are we drinking?
Well, before we get to that, who are we talking to?
Oh, yeah.
Hi. I'm going to let you do that.
That too.
I'll do it.
Okay, Ron.
Thanks for tuning in to Whose Beer Line Is It Anyway? While listening to this episode 91 with the Funk Busters, take a drink if Bethany puts on rollerblades during the chemical soak. Take a drink if Greer cranks 80s British ska while cleaning the ESB line. And take a drink if Doug slaps the buzzer when Bethany says, "That's what she says," after Greer mentions a short draw. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Funk Busters.
Yay!
Hello.
Of which Bethany is 50%.
Yeah. Me and my partner Greer are here.
Yeah. To talk about clean lines and dirty minds, apparently, Ron. Good job.
And dirty lines.
And dirty lines.
Dirty lines, minds, and clean lines and minds.
Yeah, which we don't have to go into super specifics, obviously. But for anybody who doesn't know, these two run a local line cleaning business. And again, for people who aren't super tuned into like how draft lines work, they can get really dirty and you have to clean them regularly. There are like industry standards. Some people follow them to a T, some people go overboard, and some people don't follow them at all. And when you find those places, it's really interesting and produces a lot of fuck-up stories, I assume.
And by the people, it can either be the bars or restaurants that are not following them, or the line cleaning companies, not us, that don't follow them too.
Totally.
There's a lot of room for error.
For sure. And it's kind of a weird thing, actually, because it's not something that's like really regulated outside of like the Brewers Association's like draft quality manual standards. So it's not something that like any restaurant is really going to get in trouble for, but it does like affect the quality of the product coming through their draft lines, which is your guys' whole thing. Like you're trying to improve the quality of the beer that everybody actually gets in their glass. A very like underrated and kind of overlooked sector of this industry, but it's responsible for a lot of the beer tasting as good out of the tank as it does in the glass when you get it poured at a bar or restaurant. So I'm glad you guys are here to talk about it, because I feel like this is a long overdue conversation.
The first question on the beer line cleaning questionnaire from the Brewers Association is, how often do you recommend having the beer lines cleaned?
Every 2 weeks.
Yep. Every 2 weeks.
I need my number 2 pencil. Do I need a pencil? Didn't know I was going to be filling out a test.
Yeah. So, this is going to be really embarrassing if you get one wrong.
Pressure's on.
I'll edit it out. I've got you covered.
Damn it, Doug.
There are people in this world that clean the lines after every keg.
That's true.
I've heard of that.
Or actually, every keg.
Loyal Legion in Portland is popular for that kind of. They have 100 beers on tap though, so like you probably have to have a system for that.
And like who? Yeah. You definitely have to have
that's a good example.
Like,
There's one in San Francisco. I think it's McKellar. No, or maybe I can't remember. But there's a bunch of them actually
that
go hardcore.
Run cleaning through their lines after every single keg changed.
Yeah.
I love that.
Which is cool, but like there are some places that run through like 19 kegs a night. There's just no fucking way.
Yeah.
But if you're a big bougie tap room and you have 100 beers for people to try, then it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the industry standard and like the minimum is every 2 weeks. But there's plenty of people who do not do that. I've talked to accounts who say once a month, which is like, no, not the worst. And then I talk to accounts who go line cleaning.
Yeah.
And that's the worst.
Or like, oh yeah, we do it ourselves. I
Yeah.
think. I'm pretty
Soap
sure
and
we do it
water.
ourselves. And I'm like, okay.
We
well,
have a guy. We get that.
We
one.
have a
We
guy.
have a guy.
yeah, I
Like,
think we have a guy
okay.
that comes
Uncle
in.
Rick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and aside from just the quality of the beer tasting good, which is kind of why we got into this business, is because we are passionate about beer. And so when we're out and about drinking beer and it tastes like crap, that's a problem for us. We're like, we know this beer should be very good and it's not. And so we kind of got into it because of that. But then also for the bar restaurant side of things, if your lines are dirty, you are losing a lot of beer to foam. So you have a lot of foam loss, beer loss in general when your lines are dirty. They're trying to go through something it's caked and kind of gross stuff inside the line. So you're going to waste a lot of beer. So
It's turbulence.
yeah.
That and it's like dropping a Mentos into a soda. Like there's a lot of spots for CO2 to come out of suspension. So
Totally.
like when faucets are really, really dirty, the beer coming through it will foam up. It's just natural.
Yeah. And not all
Perfect.
not all parts are like created equal either. So like faucets can be either stainless steel or chrome plated brass, and those tend to get pitted very easily by the acidity of beer and other things on draft. So always use stainless steel if you're about to build out a brewery or a tap room. A, call us, but B, just get the stainless steel stuff. Just spend the extra money on stuff that's going to last forever and not cause you a bigger headache down the road.
Dude, the chrome-plated brass stuff, I feel like it's kind of old school now. No, like not a ton of people really do that
we see it
anymore.
everywhere.
I see it everywhere.
Do you?
Yeah, we see it
everywhere.
everywhere.
That's wild.
Engine House changed theirs, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, most of the time we can some of the time we can convince them to replace with stainless, because it makes our jobs easier too. Like they don't get as dirty. The
Have you guys
faucets
ever
don't get
tasted
as
beer that was
bad.
exposed to brass?
Well, you can taste it, and we've
taste it
we've found some
a lot.
internal parts in faucets that are so deteriorated that they're like the metal's gone, the brass is gone, not just the chrome, but the brass is like whittled away to like nothing.
And then it breaks.
And then it breaks.
Yeah.
They break.
when it whittles away, it is in your beer.
Oh, yeah,
And
it
then
goes
you're like,
somewhere.
Oh, why does my beer fucking taste like pennies?
Yes, and then it's in your stomach.
This whole show is going to be it's just one giant fuck.
Yeah, the whole thing. Yeah. That's the problem is with it, like not being like a regulated thing. Is like you end up with people who like it's not always on the bar either, because sometimes you just don't think about it and you don't know. If the Department of Health isn't being like, hey, how come you're not cleaning your tap lines? They're just going to be like, they're going to focus on all the things that they are asking about. So it's like, the onus isn't always on like bar owners or bartenders, but yeah, if it's something that's not regulated, it's just, you're just going to end up with fuck up stories constantly. And it sucks. I've had beer that was exposed to brass in the lines and tasted like, it just tastes like metal. It tastes like pennies, and it's insane. And not very pleasant. Man, I've seen some shit, like especially doing like East Side like dive bar route at Columbia. Man, every time I go into like a cooler where the floor is like dented from like decades of people dragging kegs through it, I'm like, there's almost no way that these lines aren't just awful. We skipped right over what we were drinking, but we actually have a really good beer in front of us, and we should talk about it. What are we drinking, Ron?
We are drinking Sea Pine Brewing's Doppelbock, and it's a delicious beer.
It is very good.
Yeah.
We have some cool beers in front of us, and actually, I put that extra one in the fridge. Okay, and grabbed it on the break. Hopefully, it didn't warm up too much in my car. But yeah, this is fucking delicious. Sea Pine is awesome.
What else is on that list, Ron? What questions you got?
Method. Do you fill the lines with cleaning solution and let it soak, or do you use a recirculating pump?
We do both. So it depends on the bar, restaurant, system. Mm-hmm. Some are too long to use the pump regularly, or sometimes we go back and forth. We have some accounts that have, say, 18 handles or 20 handles, and we'll do 10 with the pump, 10 with the can, so the soak and the recirc, and then we'll switch them the next time. So we just like to go back and forth, because it does give it kind of two different types of cleaning. The sitting or the constant flow. So we do both.
Static cleaning and dynamic cleaning.
Right.
But I know, sorry.
I know, it's awesome.
I
think it's so cool.
I memorized that whole stupid binder like 9 times, and I never get to talk about it. I love it. So I'm just
kinetic energy.
Just excited for this.
It gives two different kinds of cleaning. So the when it's just stagnant, when it's sitting, the chemical's sitting there, we let it sit a little longer, and when it's recircing, it can go a little faster because it's getting a little bit better cleaning with the recirc.
Can you explain what the type of chemical is that you guys use to clean lines?
Yeah, it's sodium hydroxide that we use. It's basically a really strong soap.
Pretty much.
It's like lye, kind of. And we dilute it down to the proper concentration. And that takes care of all the organic matter in the lines that is built up or that will build up.
It's the same chemical that brewers use in breweries. It's
Hence.
Yeah,
You guys
a
have
go-to.
an advantage since you're both head brewers.
it was a go-to. We knew the chemical, no problem.
Yeah, it's what we used in the breweries we worked at to clean lines and stuff. So yeah.
Greer, what's your beer resume?
My beer resume.
Yeah.
I guess we've never talked about
brewing resume.
Yeah, exactly.
So I started brewing in 2012, I think, 12 or 13.
Is that before or after Bethany?
Before.
Okay.
First brewery I worked for, I'd rather not mention, if that's okay.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Not a big fan, for multiple reasons.
Sweet.
The majority of my brewing career was at Odd Otter. I was the head brewer there for 6 years, close to 6 years. And then with COVID, kind of moved on from there. And then we started a little thing there. So, I was brewing professionally for about 10 years.
Okay.
So, and I worked for the Ram for a little bit. That was the last stint. It was about a year with the Ram.
Greer, what was the first brewer? I'm gonna mark it and I'll take it out, and there'll be a funny sound when you say this.
Oh, the brewery?
Yeah. See, they're laughing at the sound I just put in. Thank you.
Yeah.
As you were.
Yeah. That's a good question, though.
Yeah, and then of course Mother Fern.
Yes. So we started Mother Fern Brewing. That didn't last too long for us. Actually, I could just say the brand didn't last too long.
Yeah.
Circumstances pushed us away from that brewery. I don't know the best way to put
That's
it.
fine. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
It's very diplomatic of you.
We did contract brewing too before
Yes.
Mother Fern. We were kind of during COVID. We were contract brewing for some breweries at the old Pacific spot. So that was cool. Yeah.
And then you were like, we have a higher calling.
Yeah. Well, we kind of Ron, I feel like, you were the catalyst to this whole line cleaning thing.
Were you now?
Kinda, yeah.
We were COVID drinking buddies, the three of us.
Yeah.
Like every week.
And yeah, I mean, you asked if we could clean your lines, and we were like, well, yeah, we could do that. And then we're like, I wonder who else might want their lines cleaned. So definitely started as a little side hustle we were doing, and then realized there was a bigger need for it. It's a nice little niche we have, I feel like.
Totally.
It's not glamorous, just like brewing. People think brewing is glamorous, and it's not.
Yeah.
Line cleaning, no one thinks is glamorous, and it's not
And
either.
it's not. Yeah. You don't even get
We're
like the
used to
romance
that.
of the industry.
No,
Like,
not at all.
Because you're starting earlier than the brewers start.
Yeah.
Typically.
Most of the people we see in the morning are like, "Who are you?"
Yeah.
We're like, "Well, we're here to clean." Oh, okay.
Yeah, see a lot of kitchen staff.
yeah.
Friendly.
That is the thing. You have to like go in and be out before places are open for business. That's an early day, man.
Yeah, most of them.
It's a lot of 80s British ska, too.
Yeah.
Ron, you sound like you have a vendetta against this motherfucker.
I'm just
Oh,
here.
listen.
I'm here with Greer in the morning.
Yeah, that was this Monday. We were just listening to a bunch of specials and English beat.
Yeah, I was digging it.
Yeah, I bet it wasn't just this Monday that you were doing 80s. Yeah.
I'm so old I was in an 80s ska band.
Nice.
It's true. Yeah.
Love that. Yeah, I like working to music too, whether it's at whoever's playing the music where I'm cleaning, or I always carry my own speaker just in case there is
The
no
whole
music.
speaker?
Yeah, I have a little
What the fuck?
carry a speaker with
Do
me.
you lean towards the funk music?
Yeah, and kind of like folk country stuff. I feel like I do more of.
Okay.
But yeah, I do funk too.
That's a funny like soundtrack for that work.
Yeah.
Ron, what did you just pour, man? This is like
It's really
Yeah.
this is phenomenal.
It's a Freem barrel-aged, vanilla barrel-aged oatmeal stout, and I believe it's with their membership group. And
The Freemsters Union.
yeah,
It is
The-
stupid good.
Yeah.
the lovely Freemsters sent one my way.
Vanilla,
It's really good.
Vanilla's
Lovely.
big.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of tastes like an Oreo, like vanilla chocolate.
Yeah, it does.
A little coffee over here.
I can't wait to get to our science beer. Anyway,
Yeah.
what's your next question, Ron?
How
These are
long
fun.
did it take? Or no, that's not it.
What?
How long does
Yeah.
how long does the line cleaner remain in each line?
It's kind of the,
The
same
line
question.
cleaning?
Yeah.
That was awesome.
The line cleaner?
Does.
That's what it says.
The chemical.
How long do you
How-
circulate?
How long does the line cleaner remain in each line?
Oh, yeah, we
You
don't
have
get
to
in the
pull it
lines.
out.
Yeah. It's a tight squeeze, but we're
Yeah. I mean,
Exactly what it says.
so just in general, like about 15 minutes is what either soaking or the recirc pump is going for. You know, we usually will move on to doing other things, so it's kind of like when one job's done, the pump's still running, and we'll get back to it. And it's, I'd say, generally 15, 20 minutes.
Is there any like foreplay? Is there anything you have to do before you put it in?
Yeah, this little spanking
Yeah.
involved.
a hot water warm up.
Yeah.
Hot water warm up. Yeah.
They dinner and flowers.
Yeah.
Bethany's not joking because it actually expands the vinyl and
Yeah.
makes it more malleable.
Makes the chemical work
makes
better.
it work
Yeah. So yeah, we do a little hot tub soak for the
lines
lines with
Well, you
flower
wanna,
petals.
You want to be clean.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I should have guessed that this. Anyway, go ahead, Ron.
This is always how it was going to go.
That's true.
Yeah.
You already asked the chemical question.
Oh, sorry.
No problem.
It's a caustic chemical.
Yes. What % caustic solution is the concentrated chemical being diluted to?
So as far as percentage, I couldn't tell you. We do 2 ounces per gallon of caustic. Yeah. I mean, percentage-wise, I haven't done the math.
That's doing math.
That's like
Yeah.
0.5%.
Also caustic.
Yeah.
It has
that
a little
sounds
bit
about
of a
There's a
pretty
range.
big range.
Yeah.
So like if something's real gross, we'll add more, and if we know we've been maintaining it, we'll use a little less.
Yeah.
Yeah, or if temperatures are colder. Some places don't have the hottest water in the world, and so we'll use a little more caustic because it's all about temperature,
Time.
chemical ratio, and time. And so if the temperature's not super warm, we'll put a little more in.
Yep.
What temperature is the water used to dilute the line cleaning chemical?
110 to 140 degrees.
Nailed it.
How often?
Matt approves.
Oh, this is the professor over here.
He's going to allow you to continue.
This
doing
shit
this
has been
after the
bouncing around in my
podcast.
brain for so long, and aside from the fucking exams,
You have
I
an
don't
outlet
even
for it.
It's just nerd vomit. Just
How often are the faucets disassembled and hand cleaned?
Matt's like, ooh, pick me. Pick me. Ask me. I know. I can clean lines.
everybody who knows me is like, he would fucking do that.
Can you say the question again, Ron? Sorry.
Yeah, Bethany was making fun
Or
of me while you were
Matt.
asking.
How often are the faucets disassembled and hand cleaned?
Every time.
Every fucking
Yeah,
time.
we try and do them every time. I mean, if there's a ton of faucets, we might break it. Or places like Ron, you do every 2 weeks, which is good. We'll do like a half and half thing because then we're getting it like everything's getting done basically once a month. But if it's a shorter or a smaller amount, we'll do them every time.
You can't see this, but Greer showed me a photo of one of these faucets.
Oh yeah,
That wasn't.
yeah.
I have a
It
whole
was-
photo album.
They are
can't wait to talk about your
gross.
photos. Not a
Yeah.
good thing.
The other thing we do as far as the faucets go, I'll mention this one.
Go, keep scrolling. So I'm showing Matt an album of our gross.
I'm gonna save this.
It's called
for when
Gross
Ron-
Line Cleaning.
That's a great
The
album.
name of the
Instead of a
album.
picture of the group, you could always just post that when you.
I know.
Yeah.
Jesus. I'll let Ron finish his quiz, and then I can't
ahead.
wait to make fun of all of the people responsible
I
for
was
those
just say one other
pictures.
thing about the faucets is we also use a ultrasonic cleaner on them. So we
Ooh,
put them in a bath. It's essentially for like cleaning jewelry. Little chemical, put them in, and it's got a heater, so it heats up the liquid with the chemical, and then it does like a really ultrasonic, vibrating cleaning on them.
That's some overachiever
It sounds.
shit. That's awesome.
Yeah,
makes
it's
your
really
brain
annoying to
wanna
hear, but
explode.
it works really well.
Yeah. Just the black water when you're done with it.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
How often do you clean and detail other hardware such as couplers and fobs? What is a fob?
Fobs are every time.
Yeah, fobs need to be cleaned every time.
Foam on beer is what they're called, and it's to prevent. So when the keg empties, it stops pouring, so you preserve that beer that's in the line. So you could put theoretically the same keg on and not waste that beer. Is that what they're for?
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of hard to
that
explain.
necessary.
Yeah.
And when I say we clean them, it's because the chemical goes through them. We don't break them down every single time. That's more like every 6 months or something when if they really need
You need like an acid clean or
They-
something.
like broken apart, taken off the wall.
They get
and-
soaked,
and
though.
soaked
Like we
and like
purge
hand
them
cleaned.
every time we
But
clean.
when we're running chemical through it, it goes through every time.
Yeah.
I honestly don't see the need for fobs. Is that weird for me to say?
Really?
Does anybody? No, because everybody changes the beer every time. Like, okay, an account that like has the same beers on all the time.
That's where
I
I-
guess it kind of
Like,
makes
a,
sense.
like a casino.
Casino. Or,
Yeah, for
long
sure. With
draws.
really long draws,
Yeah.
like casinos
That's
or
where
like,
they-
I mean, we have
the
like
airport.
some really old buildings where like they're pulling kegs up from the basement up to taps that are above them, and
Yeah.
you know, like they're just running 9 kegs of Coors Light in a day through
Yeah.
those things.
We
so
don't clean as
you're
many
like,
of
we
those
don't clean
accounts.
those places.
That's kind of a nightmare.
They keep telling us to leave when we go ask.
Pretty much just water running through there anyway.
I know, right? But yeah, if you have a really long,
Yeah.
this is another thing that people you never see like the guts of like a beer of a draft setup. You just see the taps and it's like all cool and shiny up front. But sometimes especially if you're in an old building, sometimes the line that carries the beer is like 100 feet long, 200 feet long. Sometimes it scales multiple floors. And that takes a lot of hardware and technology to actually get the beer to your glass without being overcarbonated or without being flat or without being stale or oxidized from sitting in the lines for too long. And yeah, fobs are necessary for that. But if you're changing kegs all the time like Ron does and keeping your tap list fresh, I don't think you'd need them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're running the line anyway in the morning. So
Exactly. And the last question is, what safety measures do you use?
Gloves, glasses.
normal
I don't
PPE.
know. Yeah, I mean, you're
That's
careful.
like a softball question.
You know, I mean, there's a lot of splashing chemical and stuff, or there can be. So you just got to be careful with where it goes and containing.
Yeah, you definitely have to have your wits about you. It's
And
not.
to not leave any cleaner in the lines.
That's a big one.
Did you guys read that story a couple years ago?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
You didn't hear about that? Dude, some dude drank a whole glass of caustic cleaner because the line cleaners at this place didn't rinse it out.
He died, didn't he?
I don't think he died,
Oh,
but
I
he
thought-
got paid a lot of
Okay.
money because his insides were
How do you
just
drink?
ground
How do you
beef.
drink a glass of it? Yeah, that's what I don't
Very
understand.
drunk.
I don't know.
This is delicious.
I know. Somebody who thought he liked IPAs.
Oh, this is what an IPA is.
Yeah, dude. They so the really standard sort of safety measure is to do a pH test with your circulating water before and after, so you know that it's back to normal, because caustic will change your pH. And once it gets back to normal, then you're good. You know all the cleaners out of the lines. But if you don't do that, you run the risk of leaving caustic in the lines, and then the next time somebody hooks a keg up and they're pushing out a half a glass of cleaner that will eat your insides like it's bleach, basically.
No.
No, it's not.
It's a little kind of light brown.
Yeah.
Like a cream soda color.
Yeah. Not very different from a beer color, though, so
Yeah.
you wouldn't
No.
know it if you... Yeah, exactly.
Pretty similar to that.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
your glass was half beer and half the caustic, you would never know. Yeah. Yeah, that was a horrifying story.
It is horrifying.
Sweet. We're going to take a quick break, but afterwards we're going to flip through Bethany's line cleaning fuck-ups pictures, which I'm super pumped for, and we're going to pop a science beer. So yeah, hang out. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for hanging out during the break. Quick shout out to Doug, our wonderful producer.
Yay, Dad!
Yay, Doug.
I'm honored.
We're honored to have you doing this for us every week.
I'm a little less honored after that. But
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry about that one.
We have a science beer in front of us. This beer is a challenge.
Unnamed.
What happened to it, Matt?
That's
what happened to it?
so. All right. Let me. So
Something happened to it beyond its
Fermentation,
own control.
unintended inoculation.
cleaning procedures.
So yeah, there's a lot. There's a few things.
And no, we're never naming the beer. Everybody listening, you never know.
No.
Never know.
It definitely.
They'll
Isn't.
never be able to see.
Oh, Jesus.
That is the
Be able to see the label.
So yeah, it's an
Not
imperial
know.
stout brewed with a couple of different adjuncts. One kind of main one that is unusual in beer, and it actually doesn't smell too bad at first.
Are you getting banana
That's what she
saltwater
said.
taffy?
Are you?
Riches.
Riches?
I definitely get a little
Banana.
The banana's there for sure.
Yeah.
Greer kind of made this is like a funny critique, but it always kind of means the same thing to me when somebody's like, oh, it's like kind of homebrewy. There's like this sort of character in like commercially produced beers where you're like, this tastes like a homebrew I made. And to me, that's always yeastiness. It's like not, it's not cleaning up in fermentation, basically.
Vinegary.
There's a little bit of
Sour.
sourness, which is like, probably some cleanliness issues in fermentation.
The aftertaste is just
And you-
dry bitterness.
You can actually smell so you
Dry.
can't smell sourness, but you can smell things that are sour, and so you're like, oh, it's like vinegar or like sour cherries. Like this kind of has this like almost like a sour cherry type of thing, which like wouldn't be too bad, but then you taste it.
If only you didn't have to taste beer.
Dude, this is so like when you like go to somebody's house and they have like septic plumbing and like their septic tank had issues like the weekend before, but it's kind of still in the air a little bit, like when you go to their backyard. That's like
Not really. But
dude. That's like
I don't have those friends.
I grew up poor. Okay, Doug. All right. My aunt had a septic tank in her front yard, and it fucking flooded like I don't know once every 2 months. And she was mostly our. I know it was awful. She ended up getting a Habitat for Humanity house specifically for this reason, which was a blessing. However, I distinctly remember the way that playing in her yard smelled, and it was the retronasal in this beer is uncanny.
retronasal.
Great
From
mud
a
pies.
band called Retro Nation.
Sorry, that's more nerd vomit. When I say retronasal, it's when you take a bite of something and then you breathe out through your nose.
Okay.
That's what retro. So there's orthonasal and there's retronasal. You think of like taking a bite of wasabi or ginger or something, and then you breathe out, and you're like, "Oh, that's I'm really sensitive to that." That's retronasal sensitivity.
Were there a lot of mushrooms in your aunt's yard from the dead matter
No,
in her soil?
yeah.
Sure, you said hippies out front.
No, it was just patchouli oil. That's all it was.
And the dog just walked in circles and nobody knew why.
Yeah, it was Burning Man every other month in her front yard. This is rough,
Okay.
and I knew it was going to be, and I'm glad it didn't disappoint.
Well, let's move on
Bethany's
to.
pouring it out.
I know Bethany brought a dump cup, which
Yeah,
was
it's a
just
great idea.
I
what
just
a
drank
bro
all
move.
my- I just drank all my beer. You can use my dump cup
Thank you so much.
When are we getting to the barley wine? Is it?
right now.
There
Do we
are.
do new or old first? What do you guys
Let's do
want
new
to
first.
New?
We do new first.
That's a good idea.
So what do we send? We're pouring Mother of All Storms right now, but Greer brought how old a bottle?
11-year-old.
An 11-year-old bottle of, in my opinion, probably one of the most underrated barley wines that gets produced in the Northwest.
So it's sort of Sean as a teenager, and then Sean as his president.
Should pass it that way. Sorry.
I'm gonna do a barley
Last
wine
pour
rinse
is the
first.
guest.
Yeah.
Just to not fuck this up. All right, so while we're pouring barley wine, quick cheers to Sean.
Yeah. Or
Cheers, Sean.
We love you.
King-
I saw Sean today. He's doing great.
So did I.
Yeah, at the fucking grocery store.
Produce counter across the apples.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like, whoa. Look at that.
We both reached for the same stock of celery at the same time.
It's like
He
that
shopped-
that dead guy hat looks familiar.
He shops for apples just like the rest of us.
He's
One
a
apple at a time.
regular human.
Yeah.
In case you've never listened to the podcast before, we're talking about our good friend Sean Jackson.
That's true.
It's worth mentioning now.
That is true. I know we're kind of deep into post Sean, which is fine. We love you, Sean.
We're coming for you after this. Well, Greer and I are.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Phaedra,
And
right?
Phaedra.
Maybe Ron.
I brought a cork for this. We could take him some.
Ron.
This is delicious. Even fresh, this beer is just like unbelievable. It's so good. Oh man, Greer, can you ship the rest of that over to the table?
It's always on the top 5 list of barley wines.
Yeah, man. I'm like a big advocate for drinking a barley wine maybe a couple years after it's packaged. But even fresh, Mother of All Storms has this like very round, kind of like cohesive toffee, fig, date sort of thing, and it's like just so indicative of like good examples of the style.
What's the history of this beer? How long has it been around?
Oh man, Ron would know better than I would.
Actually,
At least
I know-
11 years.
When I bought this bottle, I had never heard of it. Like I just hadn't, and I saw it, and then I took one home and I drank it, and then I went back and I bought all that they had because the price was really good on it. It was at like a corner store.
Yeah,
so
that's awesome.
You didn't know what they had.
they didn't know what they had. Yeah.
I know, it's like 2 iterations of Pelican ago. Well, cool. Ron, I loved your quiz at the beginning. That was fantastic.
Is the quiz over? Did we pass?
yes, you passed flying colors.
9 out of 10.
C plus.
There's some softball questions on there. I was ready to chime in with some hard hitters.
Come on.
How many
Brewers
lines do you
Association.
circulate at a time, guys?
Depends on the
Depends on how long.
Yeah.
What is the industry standard? 4. I know, which 4 is like really unrealistic. If you're coming into Ron's place and you're circulating 4 lines at a time for 15 minutes at a time, you guys would have gone out of business a long time ago.
Yeah.
That's very unrealistic.
Well, it has to do with how long the lines are, basically, you know?
But anyway, you have a whole photo album of line cleaning misadventures. And I just have to see some of this shit.
I sure do. I've even got a video I'm showing Doug right now of some chunks.
Swirling.
You see what's in there?
I do. Ooh, they're like fairy shrimp. What do you call them?
The fuck?
No, the shrimp that
Sea monkeys?
sea monkeys. They're like toxic sea monkeys.
Fairy shrimp.
Fairy shrimp.
Always in the back of those comic books in the 70s.
Sea
Thank you, Ron.
monkeys coming out.
Ron to the rescue.
Yeah, dude,
yes.
some boogies, man.
Sea
That's
monkeys.
gnarly.
Do you know what sea monkeys
Yeah.
are? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to read comic books or Boy's Life in the 70s.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. So this is
Sea monkeys.
it's all just like caked on shit from the lines that you guys are pulling off.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you get like chunks. Like if lines aren't cleaned properly, it's not just like real chunks come out
Yeah.
when we
Yeah.
clean them.
They're sort of feathery.
It's a physical
swim.
product
What do
that
you
comes
do with
out
the
of
chunks?
the lines. We dump them down the drain. And then we keep cleaning for a long time. We add more chemical
That's
and
gnarly.
more chemical.
That looks like a snow
Pretty
globe.
much until there are no more chunks.
and more rinses.
I
yeah.
keep watching, so just because you can see through the picture a little bit, and I'm like, where is this?
Yeah. Well, a place that didn't do it regularly
Yeah.
or properly.
There's one.
So there's all right.
Yeah.
Watch that real quick.
I was just wondering, is there some point where you get to where you do that and the salad comes out and you're just like, you need to like
Replace.
and all
Replace.
replace like from scratch completely?
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
How's
there's
that conversation go?
you haven't maintained these lines, so we need to replace them.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. If you want our help here,
we
this
can
is our
keep,
recommendation.
We can keep cleaning, but it's not going to really clear up. Like you're going to get to a point where you can't get it all out, or you break up so much stuff that, I mean, you just start getting chunks in your beer.
Yeah.
Does it then go into like a recommendation of like how to like go about avoiding this cost incurrence and like setting up a proper program then after that?
Yeah, it's just routine maintenance. That's just basically what it is, routine. Because if somebody's there cleaning routinely, then you see like, oh, your gasket's failing here, and then you're gonna catch it before it's a big deal.
Yeah.
You know? Or
before
like
you're
insurance.
wasting half a keg in foamy beer.
yeah, or
'cause
you got a
had busted
CO2 leak and your
gasket.
bulk
Yep.
tank's empty on a Monday, and because your hose was leaking in the cold room the whole weekend or whatever.
We can also, I mean, Greer and I can also troubleshoot a lot of like not just the draft system, but kind of everything else that goes along with it. Which I think some of the other line cleaners out there can do, but not a lot of them. So, you know, we're doing glycol services to the chillers. We're doing, line replacements to places.
Rebuilds, installs.
Installs. So not just cleaning, we're kind of taking it to the next
That's
level.
cool. Glycol service is like a weird, like that's a totally separate
Neglected,
thing. And
completely
totally
neglected
yeah.
by everyone out there.
Can you talk about
And
that and what that is exactly?
So I'll let you guys do it. Go ahead.
So a glycol power pack is it holds glycol, which is a chilling liquid. It's like a
Food grade.
food grade.
It's a refrigerant.
Is it a refrigerant
Yep.
technically? Okay.
It's a liquid-based refrigerant.
Okay, and basically it just runs chilled liquid through your trunk line to cool the lines from the cooler to your taps, and those things get neglected because they're like yours is on top of the cooler, and that's great. Yours is in great shape, Ron. But a lot of people don't.
Oh my God, he complimented your glycol power pack.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I go up there every time and I turn it off so we can clean it. It looks wonderful.
This is how Greer flirts.
Right.
Making Bethany jealous.
No.
I
Never,
can't believe you
never.
complimented his power pack.
I love that relationship.
Well, I love your shirts.
Oh, thank you.
Good one, Ron.
Anyways, it's a pretty integral part of a draft system that's a long draw system. And they just get neglected, and if that coolant goes down and the level's low, you can burn it up, and I mean you're out thousands of dollars because your motor's out, and then you need a new system. So just maintenance on those is a big deal.
Yeah.
And it's just a regular thing that has to be done, and a lot of people just don't do it.
There's also not a lot of for the advanced exams, you have to like know how to troubleshoot glycol, and you have to know like every single part of a glycol power pack and like what to do if an individual part breaks. And I had an essay question specifically on like how to troubleshoot glycol, a power pack, and there's not even like you could Google like the information on it, and it's not super easy to find. There's no YouTube videos that show you how to do this. Like it takes like really specific industry expertise to actually fix an issue with a glycol system, and it's like. It is, if you didn't catch the way that Brewer was saying, so your trunk line is like basically a big collection of beer lines that are all wrapped around your glycol line, and it's chilling all of them as it's in the line. So as you can imagine, if you're taking beer out of a fridge and running it through a 200 feet of beer line, it'll warm up on the way to the glass and get all foamy and gross and not be as good. So glycol keeps it cold the entire way. And yeah, there's just, if you don't have the industry expertise to actually troubleshoot that thing, a really integral part of your draft system can get fucked up, and you'll waste beer. People will not be as happy with their actual like beer drinking experience, and it's huge. So the fact that you guys focus on that is like awesome.
Yeah.
Trevor comes and looks at ours once in a while.
Yeah, he's a good resource for the glycol
He's an
stuff.
overachiever.
He is. That guy knows everything.
Love you, Trevor.
Yeah.
Dude, both your guys' videos, just the two videos you showed me were disgusting. But like all
Thanks.
too common, man.
Thank you.
That's so like if you can imagine, beer has all kinds of like minerals and proteins and stuff in it, and so if you don't clean, that stuff will just end up collecting on lines. And so there's like the standard every 2-week cleaning, and then there's quarterly acid cleaning. Because beer has so many minerals in it, you will actually form what's called beer stone in lines, and it's like this really, it's literally as hard as a rock. And you need a really strong acid to actually get it out of your beer lines. Otherwise, you mostly just have to replace them. But yeah, there's
phosphoric nitric acid is what we use for that.
And it's brutal. It'll again waste a ton of beer, and can make your beer taste super funky when it actually gets to your glass, like a septic system, apparently.
It tastes to me like lipstick.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I've never heard
yeah,
that.
beer stone to me in a line tastes like a plasticky kind of
Yeah,
lipstick.
plasticky, totally.
And I don't know why that is.
Like a
but
synthetic plastic. That's totally right. I've never thought about it.
It can
like
make your
that.
beer just taste really old, even though it's
oxidized,
super fresh.
Yeah,
you
that
know?
too. Yeah, really oxidized.
Yeah, like instant oxidization, which is crazy.
How often do you need to change your lead lines?
The jumper lines.
Yeah.
Yep. Every 2 years, probably. Is
12 to 18 months.
yeah, okay. 12.
Sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
You're making us look bad.
No, yeah. I mean, every 2 years would be great.
And what Ron's talking about is just, jeez.
It's getting shady. That was awesome. I can hardly see it.
Like, yeah, it's totally fine.
Yeah.
It's totally fine. Go ahead and just every 2 years is fine, I guess. If you want to suck.
I just don't want to fail the quiz. Are we still being tested?
No, that quiz is
It's
over.
very different, isn't it?
I know.
Speaking of what we're drinking,
Let's change the subject before.
then we got to go from grossness to deliciousness.
That is true. This is a perfect segue. What are we drinking here, Greer?
11-year-old mother of all storms.
Yeah.
It's fucking
It's
awesome.
Yeah, and it's quite a bit different.
It's very different.
Yeah.
It's not as sweet. It's really cleaned up over the years.
Nearly as sweet.
Super dry.
That's what I was gonna say.
And you still get all the fruitiness, but the nuttiness is like dialed up a lot. So like that kind of hazelnut, sort of chestnutty sort of flavor.
Yeah. It's
Man.
Yeah,
And
it
then
ages well.
the oak and kind of the coconutty bourbon sort of is all in there too, and it's like way more pronounced without the sweetness.
Coconutty.
That's fucking awesome. That's like 11 years ago is probably prior to like the sort of mainstream recognition of like how good this beer really was, I would say.
Sure.
That's fair.
Because I feel like people didn't really start talking about it like that
Right.
until like maybe 6 or 8 years ago, really. So this is like pre the hype for this beer. And it's awesome that it was that good.
Yeah.
This is like delicious.
Well, I had 12 of these. This is the last one.
Well, fuck, man. Sorry for making fun of you just a second ago. Bethany, watch your mouth.
There we go.
Never. Is it time for fuck up stories or
We're moving into
Not
that.
yet?
We're getting there.
I mean, we have a few.
I have the
We've
feeling you
got
guys have a few. We're
some
kind of already in
stories.
that realm.
If you have a bunch, then let's
Oh no, we're not that bad. We don't have a
No, yeah, no.
All right, well, I have a question then.
you walked in after all.
Have you guys been into a place, and you don't have to, you can name who it is if you want to, but have you guys been into a place that you did not previously service that you were very surprised at how nice everything was when you got there?
No.
You said no so fast.
And I was like, I can't think.
Because maybe nobody would ever call you, but maybe somebody was like trying to do a good job themselves and then like called you guys.
The
and was
only
like,
one I can think
Yeah.
of is we were the first ones to clean there, and they were only open 2 months, and so it was fine.
Oh.
Like it was fine.
That's fair. You said no so fast.
For which one?
Doug can bleep it. He can bleep it.
Bethany recoiled when she
You're like, no.
Yeah, say it.
No,
I'll bleep it if you
I
want me to
mean,
bleep
no.
it.
Most of the time we go in and it is nowhere close to
Because it's not
our
regulated.
standards.
It's for the most part. So we also run into a lot of accounts that have been maintained by somebody for like up to 10 years.
And it's
that
just
are
trash.
destroyed.
Oh,
I mean, the
no.
whole systems are destroyed.
Right. Yeah.
And-
it's
and-
crazy. Like been wasting. Like that company has been wasting their money.
Okay.
I mean,
can bleep it out.
what
Oh.
one of the worst we've seen is an actual brewery.
Was it the one that
Yeah.
made the beer we drank a few minutes ago?
No,
Okay, good.
no, we clean those ones.
It's a shame they're wasting it.
Didn't help.
Well, okay. Also, to be fair, sometimes when we walk into places, they're like, "Oh, we used to have this company cleaning, and we don't know when they came last."
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard to tell. Sometimes you can tell when things haven't been maintained, but
Totally.
sometimes they haven't had that person, that company cleaning for 6 or 9 months,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe they had been doing a good job, and we get in there and it's just
It's just
6 or 9 months of
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah.
So. I don't think we've ever pulled faucets off and been like, wow, there's nothing
You're
to
doing a
clean
great
here.
job.
Ever, not a single time. There's places that are better than some.
Sure.
When we take faucets off and we look at the couplers and
Without
look at
saying the
what
name of the
comes out
place.
the
I
lines.
want the word.
I know. Without saying the name of the place,
I'll mark it. I'll take it on.
what was the worst thing that you have seen? Without saying the name of the place, what's the worst thing that you've seen walking into a place?
I'll take one. Well, not walking in, but starting to clean
Mm-hmm.
lines. I got done pulling chemical through, went and did something, came back, and there was 2 of the faucets had. Best way I can describe it is like a slug. Like it looked like a slug hanging out of the faucet. So, like, and just hanging, dangling,
Yeah.
And that's something that had been knocked loose during pulling the chemical through. And then it was just sitting there, and I grabbed like the manager, and I was like, "See this?" And he's like, "Oh, damn!" I was like, "Yeah, that's
That's going into people's mouths.
yeah."
And
Well, no. To be fair,
you put a
this
hook
place,
through it.
to be fair, this place had been closed for a while, and they were trying to reopen.
Oh, sure.
So everything was sitting like in their,
Okay.
in their cold room had been shut off.
So that's kind of that's a little different.
Yeah.
So that's a separate thing because coagulated proteins can happen like pretty easily in beer. Even beer that sits in package can have like coagulated proteins,
Yep.
and that could be what's going on if beer is just sitting still. There's a couple of breweries out there that are really famous for having beer boogers. Actually,
I
Beer
worked at
boogers.
one.
yep.
yeah,
First brewery I
Yeah,
worked at, we did a barrel aged stout, and I'd say 4 months after bottling, they all had loogies in them.
Sure. I'm gonna say
And the beer tasted
So this is the thing, is that they're not dangerous, and
Yeah.
just like pull a strainer out and put it through a strainer, and it's totally fine. Perennial is kind of like publicly known for having like lots of beer boogers because they make these really big bodied, like incredible stouts. Abraxas is like one of the best fucking beers ever made in the history of beer. Sump is unbelievable. I have for sure poured cans of Prodigal Son and been like, damn, there is an actual booger in the bottom of my glass.
Isn't that the base beer?
It's the base beer for those beers. Yeah, it's fantastic. But it's because the beer is very rich and very high in protein. And like when they sit and age, those proteins can coagulate. So it does make sense that you would see like slugs in the faucets of a place like that. Not the worst thing ever. Still probably fucking gross when you're running.
Yeah,
it was.
So I ended up replacing that whole system.
Yeah.
Whole system, brand new rebuild.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that.
It's a symbiote from Venom, like just fucking hanging out of the faucet. Like that's all I picture. Just starts like moving around. That is totally what they look like, though.
Caustic, when it hits all that organic material in the lines, comes out much darker. So the caustic itself with water is just like a light brown color, but when it starts coming out, it'll change different colors depending on what the line is. Like wine turns at this weird green and then black color, but most of the time it should just kind of stay the same color and then change back to its caustic color, but sometimes it just is black coming out. Like it's just black, and we have to add more chemical and more before we can ever like clean it up. So yeah, besides chunks, it's like just stuff that keeps coming out of lines.
Right.
Yeah.
That's like, whoa, it's like shocking.
Good for your gut.
Yeah.
It should be, I know this is, they really are. It really is. And it should be made clear too that like, part of the reason why I imagine at least part of the reason why it's not regulated by the Department of Health is that there's not a ton that can happen in a beer line in terms of like actual food safety. Like you're not going to get salmonella from something that happens in a beer line like you would in like improper kitchen cleanliness habits or something like that. So, if you're listening to this and you're drinking at your favorite dive bar and they don't clean their lines as often as they should, you're probably not going to get sick.
Right.
But the main point is that it could affect the quality of beer. Like you might just enjoy your beer better. You might not. You might think that you don't like IPAs because you only ever had them at the crappy dive bar that doesn't clean their lines and has actual stalagmites in the fucking lines.
And that's just thanks to alcohol, right? Being a growth inhibitor is why you won't get some sort of disease by drinking bad line beer. But
although you guys have seen like some straight up black mold, I think, in faucets, right?
Oh, for sure.
That's kind of where things get a little.
Yeah.
There is a point where food safety actually does come in.
Yeah, I think
so.
it's not regulated because it's not going to kill people, but it might not make you feel.
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Like it can mess with your stomach.
Yeah, you're not going to have the best night.
Yeah.
Speaking of homebrew.
Yeah.
I'm sure COVID came into play a lot too with people shutting down.
Yeah, there's another question. Go for it.
Yeah, actually come to the mic. That'd be
So, are there ever any situations where you are in that, like you talked, Greer, about having to wholesale replace? Are there any situations where the design of the system that you're replacing is, contributing or causing the issues that you're seeing, and then you suggest like a redesign of their system?
That one in particular was a good example of that. They had a fan blowing cold room air, which it's fine. You can have an air-cooled system. That's fine. But it was just going through a PVC pipe on the floor, and then it came up to a custom-made draft tower that had no insulation in it. So everything from the faucet to, say, 4 feet from the cooler was essentially warm.
Yikes.
So what they were pouring, and I watched them when it was open previously, they were pouring I think they said 8-second pour-offs before they would pour a beer. So
waste.
open the faucet, let it pour for 8 seconds.
That's right.
And then put the glass under it, and you still got like 50-degree beer.
Yeah,
like it was,
like cask temperature beer.
yeah.
Could be worse, but also could be better, guys.
So there is actually, we've seen a lot of places that don't properly insulate their lines. There's another one it's a new account of ours that all of their line, it's a super long draw, and all of their trunk line that I can see that's not in the ceiling is wrapped in duct tape. So there's no insulation on it at all. Man. So the glycol system is actually freezing it, so it's iced over. So when I clean it, everything melts and it's a big mess. Yeah. It needs to be insulated. And we just got that account, so that's part of the job is that we're going to insulate everything. But
like ice insulates the line, so you're not getting the chilling effect that you're looking for.
It's not working properly at all.
Yeah, totally.
So there's like a lot of parts we're replacing at that spot. So, yeah.
Well, I'm glad we could talk about it. I feel bad that it's already been an hour.
I was going to say that Bethany has said, please talk to us for people who are starting. They're going to open a bar or a tap room or whatever.
Contact a professional.
Yeah.
First, instead of just kind of making it up as you go along because it looks cool or whatever.
Yeah. We see lots of installs that are like, oh, that looks like a cool install, but like nobody's thinking about how to maintain it or clean it. And that's big. You need to be thinking about how to reach your glycol machine so you can turn it off to clean. Is it accessible? Is it in the ceiling and you need like an 18-foot ladder to get to? I mean, there's a lot to think about that I think people don't think about.
It's like becoming more and more like financially responsible to do that too, because there are like we talk about it on this podcast a lot, but especially in the Northwest, man, people really do discern between like good beer and great beer. And if you put a thicker barrier between what you're serving and like great beer, people are not going to drive by other bars to come and drink at your bar. So if you don't prioritize clean lines already, you absolutely should, because it will make a financial difference for sure. At least with the snobby drinkers we have out here.
And for anyone that's considering the cost, 80% of generally a capital project is maintenance of that equipment over the lifetime of it versus the capital investment up front.
Damn, that's a fair point.
Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah. Right.
Doug, mic him up next time.
I'm working with it.
We didn't get to our fuck up story. Is it already time?
Now it's time to throw down on some fuck up stories. I am Sean Jackson. Challenge flag has been set. Bar is high. Bring it on, fuckers. 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 Fuckers.
We cleaned somewhere.
This one time a hobo fell off.
We got.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, that one.
No, go ahead.
We cleaned somewhere. We got they contacted us. We got a verbal agreement. Like, we don't do contracts or anything. Like, got a verbal agreement. Once a month cleanings, fine. We go back and clean. He does, and I get a phone call. I'm in my minivan with the kids in the back, and he's on speaker, and he is so mad that Greer has come back in a month to clean his lines. Yeah. That he is like yelling at me, like to be like, I did not ask you guys to come back, and I'm like, well, we wouldn't have come back if like you didn't already like have an agreement going on, like. So sorry for the miscommunication, and he just railed on me about how I don't care what the Brewers Association thinks and how often I'm supposed to do this. I don't need it. I will call you. And I was like,
wow.
Cool. I was like, what was that? Like, that was so unusual. It was
so weird.
Like, very unusual situation. We don't normally get that, but
when these mics turn off, you need to tell me where.
Wasn't our F up, but like it's such an unusual.
That's so weird.
Like. So we effed up by coming to clean your lines, and you don't want to pay us to do it. It's like $100 a month.
Doug, you should also delete the part where she said they don't do contracts. Because what the fuck, Bethany? Protect yourself, you psycho.
All right, we will. We're working on that.
JK, we do contracts.
All right, Grit and Grainers, email us at cheers@gritandgrainpodcast.com with your comments, opinions, and proof you're a clean human, because unless you're made of equal parts Xanax and Diet Coke and nitrous oxide, you're essentially made of great heaping gobs of bacteria, massive hordes of them, all manners of wacky bugs and parasites and wondrous, horrible-looking microorganisms, all munching happily on the same air and blood and burrito that you do. Trillions of toothy things working in some sort of bizarre harmony to keep you alive, despite how you might like to kill them. We read and drink everything we receive, and we try to respond as fast as we can. If not online, then on air. You can subscribe to Grit and Grain on Amazon, Apple Music, Spotify, Google Play, and iHeartRadio. And please leave us a review. Also, check us out on Channel 253 and gritandgrainpodcast.com. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram for episode notes, beer news, and electromagnetic waves of harmonic vibrations and zillions of throbbing electroparticles pulsating and spinning in quietly charged fields, all manner of happy ions floating into your ears, humming and singing interviews with the wide spectrum of awesome people working in and around the beer industry, like Bethany and Greer, belly deep in laughter and slurps of 11-year-old mother of storms. Oh yes, and the occasional mention of dirty dip tubes, calcium oxalate, old gym socks, and does this look infected? If this podcast is not what you expected, please alter expectations. No, you can't hold this episode with your index fingers and thumbs, pinching it at arm's length, the way cartoon people hold something that is stinky. No such thing as a bad time to visit Tacoma. No such thing as too much barley wine. Tune in next Friday for more sweet chatter. Cheers.
Cheers.
Toothy things.
Thanks again for tuning in. Don't forget to follow us at Grit and Grain Podcast wherever you get your social media and catch new episodes every Friday. Cheers.
Get up.
Channel 253 is member supported. I'm producer Doug Mackey, and I hope you will show your support by going to channel253.com/membership and join. Thank you. Grit and Grain is part of the Channel 253 podcast network. Check out our other shows: Nerd Farmer, Interchangeable White Ladies, Move to Tacoma, Crossing Division, Citizen Tacoma, What Say You, We Are Tacoma, Flounders B Team, and Taco Man.
This is Channel 253.